video, I want to share another strategy that can also reduce your floating loss in RoyalQ, because that is the major issue in trading. And RoyalQ already give us a setting by default, but we don't use it. We create our own setting, and that's why when market goes against us, instead of the bot to be reducing your average price by using the default setting that was already designed inside the bot to reduce your floating loss and to get you out of that trade, we are the one that is causing uh uh we are the one using the bot. So the default setting is very very easy. Now let's imagine you want to enter this coin XLM. You say enter a signal, and I said use this signal to enter this coin with default setting. So let's say you want to enter that coin, want to use X, let's say you want to enter XLM. You go to home page, search for the coin, search for the coin XLM. Even with the default setting, you can enter this coin right now. But me, I still prefer to take my time to allow the coin to go down. There are some conditions that this coin must meet before I even enter the coin. But if you use the default setting, you can easily come out from floating loss, because someone that is not using default setting and using the normal setting, if you enter a coin and the coin goes down by minus 10%, if somebody is not using default setting, but if somebody is using the RoyalQ default setting, if the same person enter the same coin and the coin goes down by minus 10%, the person that's not using the default setting, his coin will still be down by minus 10. But for somebody that is using is a default setting, the moment the default setting becomes active, the bot now buys using the Mantigan setting. It can reduce your floating loss to like minus 3%. It will bring your entry price, no, your average price, the price that you enter, bring it close to the current price and you get out from the trade. So how do you do that? Let's say you want to enter using the default setting. You click create and you click understand. You click trade setting. Now how do you now use default? Let's say they say you should enter this coin at 0.1498. So how do you use the default setting? You click this manually create. At this level, you don't do anything. You're not going to choose strategy setting. No, don't go there. The moment, let me go back again. The moment you enter the trade setting, click manually create. Now you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. You don't need to choose strategy setting. Just use the setting that the hierarchy has already given us as it is. Use the setting as it is. So what we just change is that let your first buying amount reduce, change it to $5. Don't use higher first buying amount. Put it at $5. And let's say the normally the trigger price they give to you is 1.3%. You cannot change this one to 0.1. Don't change anything. Leave it like the way the RoyalQ did it. So you can just go and enter your default price here, change this one to one shot, then put the signal 1.198, save. That's all. That's the way to do the default setting. Switch on the magic on and also on the AI magic on, then activate. So with the default setting, your floating loss will be really reduced. Because why? Check the magic configuration. Check the magic configuration. Now, see the setting here is until the coin goes down. No, the first, let's say you have $100. This setting requires you to have a total of let's say you start with $5. Here, when the coin goes down by minus 3.5%, the bot will buy 5 times 2. I mean, buy $10 home. You take another $10 for your money. If the coin crash again to an another minus 4, making a total of minus 7.5%, the bot will now buy how much? 4 times 5 first buy, and that's it will buy another $20. So if the coin crash again maybe to 4.5%. Again, that's about 11, that's about 12% crash, minus 12% crash. The bot will buy another what? 8 times 5, that's $40. So as the bot is buying multiple of your first buying amount, your floating loss will be reducing. Like if the coin crash with like minus 12%, normally if you're not using this default setting, if you're not using this default setting, you still be in minus 12% floating loss. But because of the way they designed the default setting, that the bot should be buying more, it will be making your floating loss to reduce. If you allow the bot to buy more with this setting, your minus 12 can reduce to like minus 4%. It will reduce your floating loss, and it will make your price that you enter the coin to get close to the entry price, and you can get out of that trade faster. So if the coin goes down again by minus 5.2%, that means the coin will have cried by minus 16%. The bot will now buy 16 times $5. That's about 5 times 6. That's 30. That's about, if you take another $80. So the total money it will require for you to go down to 16% is 80. 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, 80 plus 140, 220, 240, 240, 250. You need to have about $250 for you to use this set in case the coin crash down. But the way I give signal, I don't expect the coin to crash so down like this that you, if you enter from the bottom. So you can enter like 4 coins with this setting if you have enough capital. But because in most cases the coin might not go deep down too much if I check the market very well. So with this default setting, it will reduce your floating loss very, very well. So let me just stop here so that the video will not be too long. So let me repeat myself again: how to enter a coin with default setting. How to enter a coin. The moment you enter any coin, a signal I send, just click the trade setting at the bottom. Don't change, leave it at warehouse mode. Leave it at this place. Reduce your first buying amount to 5. On the margin call, leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. Leave this one as it is and save. That's all. I just decided to give us detail about how the default setting work, how it has been configured in the app to reduce your floating loss so that you can easily get out of trade very fast. Unless I say you should enter, use a take profit, you can change it. But the way they design this book, if you follow this their take profits, it will sell very fast. So let me stop here so that the video will not be too long. Thank you.